What up, big kids? Sean Long here. It's time for another long and uncut review. This time we're taking a look at the Iron Man Hot Toys Mark III Diecast 160 collectible figure, Sideshow exclusive. This is a figure that's been out for quite a while, but the reason I'm reviewing it today is because this is the 11th anniversary of Iron Man. I've been meaning to review this, and I fear what a perfect day. I actually wanted to review this last year, but again, a chance to see how crazy things were last year, and I figured I haven't done a Hot Toys review, and this is a figure I wanted to review. I still have the packaging somewhere, and then there's one piece I am missing, like the cradle of this. Well, it's somewhere, I just don't know where I put it, but besides that, I have everything, and I just want to talk about how much I love Iron Man, how much Robert Downey Jr. means so much to me in the MCU, and the Mark III. Even though technically it's the third Iron Man armor, this is what started it all, the Mark III, you guys. So, by the way, you can pick up all your Hot Toys Iron Man figures, including the new Mark 85 that will be coming out, and the at Big Bad Toys Store. Click the link for so much more. So, let's take a look at it. I still love this armor so freaking much. Still one of my favorite armors. And just the class, this is just classic, you guys. Look how beautiful this is. Hot Toys really did a great job. The original Mark III that I actually sold, I reviewed way back, was a more darker red. This one is more accurate to what we saw in the movie. That hot rod red, as Tony says. I love just the details on here. The head sculpt looks beautiful. I still love that head. They used this up until I think like the Mark 7, and that's when they changed it around. It has so many movable parts and light up features, which I'll show here. But yeah, one thing some people will be still upset about, the nitpicky parts, that you can see this light up switches right here, which the original one had, and you can see the battery compartments on the back here and the screws. But really aesthetically, this looks gorgeous. I love this figure, and this is the diecast version, which you can feel the diecast. It's mostly in the legs. Yeah, it's mostly in the legs here. It's not 100% diecast, but I wouldn't want it to be because it'd be hard to pose. But yeah, all the yeah, you can see just aesthetically how beautiful it is. It's still such a beautiful armor. Still one of my favorites. In fact, the Mark 85 is more classic Iron Man than even this Iron Man. I mean, with the more gold in the arms and the legs, and Chewie is drinking a whole bunch. So yeah, let's show you the inner workings. This is all magnet, or it's not magnet, it's clip-on. So it's, yeah, pull this apart. Actually, it pulls apart on both sides. So you can take out this, and yeah, you can see all the inner workings of the Iron Man armor, which is amazing. Yeah, it looks so cool. I really love all the silver here, and you can see it all clips on. Or you would clip on the waist piece or abdominal piece, and then you clip on the chest right here. So really love it. Like I said, this figure's been out for quite a while. You know this armor, that's amazing. And I'll show here the articulation here in a second. But yeah, it just aesthetically, I love this armor. I still do. I love Iron Man, both the character and the movie, just so much. Still, one of my favorite Marvel character, besides Spider-Man, like if not my favorite. So yeah, let's take a look at the articulation. So the head can look up really good for nice flight poses. You can look down, fully rotate on this ball joint, even with the light up feature, and then this neck piece you can move left, right. The arms can fully rotate, which is great. You can go in and out really good. These parts are on the spring loaded, which is great. Rotate at the bicep, bend 90 degrees at the elbow because of the light up features and whatnot, because the batteries are connected here. These hands, well, they fully rotate, go in and out a little bit, and they have the articulated fingers that have 3 points on each finger and 2 points on the thumb, so you can do a fist, or have him do his little I am Iron Man to the world. Now in the back here for his flight things, by the way, I could not for the life of me get these off, and I'm worried about breaking it. That's one thing I was really annoyed with getting this figure, is that they have these things to protect it, but I can't get them off. I'll try later again, but I've just kept them on since I've gotten it because I just don't want to mess up. But yeah, you can see this is where the flight things. Please, Chewie. Not right now. So please, and this is a little switch for the light up feature on the, and this is where you put the batteries. It comes with all the batteries and the little screwdriver for that. So very cool. So yeah, you can see this is just like in the movie for all the flight. You know, what's it called? I forgot what these are, but like for, you know, the air brakes and stuff like that. So yeah, very awesome. And then one thing you can do, I remember, oh yeah, well it has the butt button on the back here. Yeah, you press this, and this gives it so, well here, yeah, the upper ab, well, there's a thing here, you get an additional piece which to do the iconic Iron Man landing pose, which we'll get to in a bit, but otherwise, yeah, you can move this part a little bit. So that's one thing people were upset about with this figure. You can't really do the waist, but you know, so you get this piece if you want to do the whole Iron Man pose, landing pose. But these pieces all come up here. You can see these come up, so you can have a lot of great leg articulation. You can go forward, back, in and out, do the splits, the butt button to bring them down really good, rotate the other part of the leg, bend at 2 points at the knee. These parts go in and out. I'll show the back part in a second. And the ankles can pivot forward and back. He has ankle pivot side to side, and they do rotate with toe articulation. And on the back right here, you can actually open these up just like in the movie. You can pull these forward and you can see all the inner workings of Iron Man's. You pull these out, whoop, and you can see, you can put it back in here, but it's mostly just meant to like, so you can see all the inner workings of the back of the legs. So very awesome, great articulation, minus, you know, of course, the you know, the waist, which, like I said, it does move. You have, oh, actually, yeah, if you press the back here, yeah, it does for the button, and you move in there. But yeah, it still looks awesome. I don't mind it whatsoever. At the end, I will do the iconic Iron Man pose right here. But yeah, let me put the back button right here. So yeah, you can do those iconic pose, whatnot, and yeah. So one thing this also has, just like all the Iron Man figures, is that it has the light up feature. Take off the faceplate, you put the batteries in here. It's held by a magnet, turn that on. A nice light up feature for his eyes, which is great. And then for the back, of course, that switch I showed. For the front, and then for the arms, just the switches right there. Then if you want to see how bright this can be, turn this off here, and it's pretty bright, really nice. So yeah, very awesome with the light up features. Yeah, so you can do the repulsor blasts and whatnot. But yeah, let's show the accessories real quick. Of course, he comes with detailed instructions, how to do everything, how to, you know, put in the batteries and whatnot, which is awesome. And then, of course, he comes with extra hands. He comes with repulsor firing hands, which work with the light up feature. Very nice. He comes with a pair of fists. So if you just want to use it for the landing pose or punching, you know, Ironmonger. He comes with interchangeable missile, shoulder missile pieces, which are held together by a magnet. So you can put them like, you know, right there, you know, like that, which is very cool. So like that they're held together with a magnet and they work really, really good. So that's awesome. Really nice detail, whatnot. It's cool that they did interchangeable pieces instead of trying to make the mechanism work. Same with the little, man, I'm trying to think of the name of these. They're, I think they're on here. I'm just gonna look at them, and they're the countermeasures. Yes, the countermeasures that he used with the jets in the movie. They're not magnet, but you can, they clip into place and you place them right there, but that's really awesome. And then he also has interchangeable tank missiles, as if you've seen how it should have ended. So you can remove, you know, these pieces right here and then place it right on here. So you can have like the tank missile. Very awesome. So I like that a lot. So very cool. I actually prefer that they do interchangeable pieces versus trying to make it function. Maybe like in the bigger one it will work better, but yeah. Of course, this piece, which I'll show here at the end, and then it comes with interchangeable Tony Stark head sculpt, which looks amazing. Hot Toys nailed it. Looks just like him. I mean, you can nitpick, I guess, but really, like, I think it just looks amazing. It's held together by a magnet. Like, it's pretty much spot on. It looks so good. And then with the Sideshow exclusive, oh well, actually, before I get that, you do get the stand. It says Iron Man Mark III. Looks just like his little thing that he used in the movies to like for to put on his armor, and it does light up. You can see it. They've used this so many times. I've shown this off in other reviews, so you know it's a nice display stand. It comes with the metal cradle since it's a die-cast one, so yeah, very awesome. And then the last thing, since it's the Sideshow exclusive, which, oh god, this thing proved that Tony Stark has a heart. Just like the thing that Pepper gave him in Iron Man. It comes with the batteries already on and off switch, and if you got the Mark II from way back in the day, this was also the same accessory. But turn this on and it does light up, and it lights up really good. It's so beautiful. Tony Stark definitely has a heart. Okay, now last thing, I will measure this before I do. Yeah, so he stands a little over 12 inches tall. Oh wait, actually, I'm trying to put this, there we go. There we go. So he stands, yeah, a little over 12 inches tall, like 12.5 inches tall. And then you want to compare them, show the evolution. This is the Mark 46. We've come a long way. I plan to get the Mark 50 because even though I'm not really collecting Hot Toys anymore, I have to get it for Iron Man. I love that armor too. So we've come a long way, you guys. And this is not even the latest armor. I can't wait to get the Mark 85 for sure. So, and as I say my final thoughts, I mean, I guess, yeah, like I said, this figure's been out for a while, but I love the first Iron Man. I love Iron Man, and oh my god, I just, man, can't get over how good Robert Downey Jr. has played the part for so many years, you guys. So let me show. So what you want to do to remove it, the button for detaching the body is actually on the top right here. Yeah, so you press this one to detach it. Ooh, there you go, and you can see that's how you detach this part. There, you remove that. Then you put in the other body, which is curved, as you can see, and then you replace it. Oh yeah, and then you actually want to remove the waist piece right here too. So make sure you do that when you're doing that. But yeah, god, I love this figure is so great just for that. And Iron Man lost his face. Oh man, sorry. Oh god, don't wanna. talk about that real quick. Be very careful when you're doing all this, of course, since this is, you know, like what, $360-$80 figure, however much now it costs after the second market now. Okay, there we go. So you remove, hold on. This all clips together so good. Okay. Kind of looks like that little diorama now from the first movie. So you put that back in here. There you go. And then with that button, you do the poses. So you put that on there. You put the leg. Do the hero pose. Oh yeah, make sure you put, always be careful when doing all this, you know, put the, and then put the fists, make sure it's a fist, and yeah, it's hold on. Almost got in. And hold on. Make sure, put the leg, yeah, you always want to make sure it's a nice deep stance. It yeah, it's, you have to work with it a little bit, but it works really well. You just kind of have, like, this is not, I have to work with it a little bit more. I'll do it off camera afterwards for the final pose and everything, but yeah, it works really good. And yeah, definitely, like I say, it would be nice if you could do it without that piece, but I understand why, you know, I'm trying to show this inner, they couldn't do both, so I understand. Without, it's like one or the other, you know. But I love this figure. It's been sold out for a while, so if you're able to get it, I think in the aftermarket, you know, definitely I recommend it. If you love the first Iron Man movie, the Mark III is still one of my favorite movies of the armors of all time. Yeah, so I love this figure so much, and yeah, it just, you just have to kind of, yeah, it's amazing. So love Iron Man. Gonna do a like sliding pose, but yeah, definitely recommend this figure. I love Iron Man, and I'm gonna go watch Endgame again right now for the 8th time. Love the movie, guys. Pick up your Hot Toys Iron Man figures at bigbadtoystore.com. Link in the description. And for more, well, if you want to support the channel, go to my Patreon, patreon.com/SeanXLong. Support the channel. And for more, check out my website at SeanXLong.com. Like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, links in the description. I'm Sean Long. May I live long and love life.